All right, everybody, and welcome back to episode 2 of Bird Squawks. Caw, caw, caw. Squawk, 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 squawk. Oh, we're switching it up on y'all. Da Vinci and Corn have traded places.
Hello.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
guess this time I am on the right. Take that.
No, not at all. You're on the bottom. You're on the right last time. But anyway,
Oh
I
shit.
just wanted to
Mhm.
thank everyone for coming back to episode 2. If you were here for a previous episode, we went to a real in-depth discussion about the Snyder Cut. We gave our thoughts on that. We gave our final review scores. We talked a little bit about spoilers. And we actually have a little bit more. Mr. Da Vinci had some notes he wanted to speak about with the Snyder Cut. What did you have for us today, sir?
Dude, so it's it's something towards the end of the as soon as, they already defeated Steppenwolf and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and now you have every single character doing their own thing.
Okay.
And I don't know if you guys have seen the Batman Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises animated uh bit.
Mm.
There was so literally in the ending part where Batman was standing in a huge tank, it gave out the Dark Knight vibes, which is a pretty intense comic. Dude, it's a pretty intense film, honestly. Like I would recommend watching it. It's pretty much Batman, but he's old.
Hmm.
He's old
Okay.
as hell. We're talking about like old Bruce Wayne from Batman Beyond, but he's still doing Batman.
Right.
Hmm.
So he has in the animated film, he has like an intense encounter with the Joker, and he just has an all-out battle with like there's mutants going on and stuff. So there's this big mutant guy that him and Batman just dude, it was badass. But so yeah, towards the end where you see a big tank, in reference to that film, I guess you would say by like his tank thrusters or engines. I don't know what they would be called.
Okay.
But towards over there by the very end, you actually see a bunch of people just like huddled up together, like they've just been caught, and they look to have like this kind of like Cyclops thing. That's what they wear.
Hmm.
Right.
It's just and you can clearly see like if you pause it right there and you try to like zoom in somehow, it's literally resembles exactly like it. So it's a pretty good Easter egg, I guess if you want
Hmm.
to call it.
Wow.
It's pretty awesome.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's a
Cool.
very well written, well hidden Easter egg that only certain fans who have seen that movie will be able to recognize. That's amazing.
Oh yeah.
There's so many Easter eggs that keep coming out about that movie. I think that's one that you can watch over and over and over, and you're gonna find something new every time. Recently,
Hmm.
with after the original release of the Snyder Cut, they actually just gave us the black and white. What is it? The Justice is
Justice is Gray.
Justice is gray. I was about to say Justice is colorblind.
Okay.
Sure, sure. So I did have one rag about the movie, and this is just my own personal bird up opinion, but I think I, I still disagree with the way, and they did this in the theatrical cut too. I think they made Superman a little too OP when it came to Steppenwolf. And the one part that really kind of throws me into a disbelief or pulls me out of the movie is as soon as Superman shows up and he takes that axe to the shoulder and then he basically kisses the axe and he freezes it. That to me, I don't even think that the comic book Superman or any of the previous Superman would just take that axe to the shoulder like that. He had no way of knowing he was strong enough to survive that blow. Did he? Am I just being? Is it just bothering me too much? Am I thinking about it because, like, what if that axe would have just cleaved Superman in half, and then what? And then what?
So
Like,
loses the
oh
shoulder
man,
blade.
like you could have, he could have. I
Seven was
don't
like, that was
I don't
weird.
know. It's I don't know. It's a
I
really
think
bad way to hate on the movie, and it's a very small thing that pulls me out. But I don't know. The more I think about that, it's like I just
I
don't see
think
it.
there's I saw it. See, I think I saw
Yeah.
an image on the internet that resembled something like it, but it was a comic. But of course, you
Mm-hmm.
had Superman looking like Superman, and Steppenwolf looked very different
Yeah.
from
Hmm.
I mean, we get it.
seeing.
Superman. He's super OP. He just went up against Sorry, remind me of the villain from the previous movie. With the death of
General Zod.
Superman.
General Zod was before Doomsday, and
Thank you,
that's about
Doomsday.
Batman.
Thank you. I don't know why that was slipping my mind. But yeah, so he just kind of died against the fight against Doomsday. So he's gone against powerful opponents before, but he's still roughly inexperienced at this point in the Snyder universe, and I don't think he has ever come across something like Steppenwolf before. So how would he know that he could just automatically take that axe to the shoulder and it's not going to damage him at all?
I mean, he, I mean, he killed Doomsday, so he probably came back thinking, okay, I got this. Got my big boy pants on, so
Yeah.
he's gonna just go ahead and go for it. I mean, with that part, with he literally it just stopped right there. I was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like seeing him using his frost breath was actually pretty. That was pretty fun, actually.
Oh yeah,
I didn't think that would have
absolutely.
happened. Yeah, like I thought he was just gonna punch the hell out of him, but no, he used his frost breath. I was like, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Mhm.
nice little touch to it, I guess.
Yeah,
But yeah, he
absolutely.
And
wouldn't
then
have
he
known.
kicked him
It wouldn't.
straight across the room into a wall.
Yeah, homeboy could have been cut in
It's like,
half for real.
oh man, Superman
Fun movie
has
though.
always been OP, man. But
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah, now that you mention it, you know that axe thing was
I don't
kind
know.
of
I'm sure I'm way overthinking it. There's probably an explanation, or the mother boxes feared Superman, and that's why I didn't call out when he was alive. So I'm sure there's some kind of fan theory there, but it just pulls me out, and that's just my one only little thing I have about that movie. But other than that, it's still absolutely great. Highly recommend you watch it if you haven't seen it. Check it out. Get you a little HBO Max 7-day trial, or do what you got to do. Check it out.
get two
Um,
boxes when you watch it though.
in
You're
other
gonna need
news, the other series that was also released alongside with Snyderverse is Captain Falcon. Is that what we're calling it now?
Captain Falcon.
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 2 on Disney Plus, came out today, and it was pretty good. It was really good. I really liked the conversations between Bucky and Sam. Did both of you
Yeah.
get a chance to watch it, or are we in spoiler territory?
I haven't seen it yet, but I
Okay.
mean, I'm pretty sure we know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
They
I've
always
seen,
give stuff
I've seen
away.
all of it.
Yeah. In particularly with you, Da Vinci, and I know that there are certain elements of the Marvel universe that you know a little bit more about, or maybe get a little bit more excited about. And I really wanted to get your reaction to the ending of this episode. I'm not gonna. I don't want to spoil it, but I do want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it, but I do want to spoil it. It's in the trailers. It's in the trailers. You've already seen it,
It's
so
in the
we
trailers.
already know that Zeno is making an appearance.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
they talked about him a little bit at the end of the episode, and he's gonna make his debut in episode 3. But to me, I
Okay.
was like, oh, finally we're gonna go back and visit the leaders of Hydra, like get some Hydra knowledge and find out
Right.
exactly
Yeah.
what was going on behind the scenes. What has Hydra been up to all of these years? Because they're not out of the loop at all. They're really good at disappearing and blending in with the heroes and then making their move whenever they need to. So I'm always really interested to see how the Zeno and Winter Soldier conversation is going to go down.
Yeah.
I wonder. Honestly, it makes you wonder because, first of all, if as soon as Bucky lays eyes on him, he's probably want to go crazy.
Right?
He's probably want to go whoop that ass.
Mhm.
Bet.
Mhm.
Zemo has come a long way too, so we don't know, what's he been up to. We haven't seen him literally since Civil War.
Yeah.
It's been a whole bunch of movies ever.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
we haven't come back with his comic accurate form, and he's gonna do some crazy. He's gonna do something crazy. He really is, and I'm excited for it because I mean we saw just a little bit of what he can do on Civil War, and what he can do after all these years. It's gonna be pretty exciting.
He's definitely had a lot of time to plan. I mean, he is a super mastermind. Like the way that he just completely got them all together, the Winter Soldier together, Captain America, and Tony Stark together. Oh man, dude, like
Mm-hmm.
he's a super mastermind. So now that he's been locked up, he's had so many years to plan. Like who knows what's gonna happen? It's gonna be pretty. I hope it's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That actually brings up a point of concern for me, and where I'm looking to hopefully see Sam really start to kind of shine as a friend and support system for Bucky. And what I mean by that is last time when Zeno and uh, Winter Soldier, Captain America, and Iron Man were all together, um, Bucky really was only able to get through that because he had the support of Captain America. Then after that, they were only able to work together towards on Avenger needs because of Tony Stark. But now
Hmm.
Tony Stark is, R.I.P. Unfortunately, so that's gone. We have Steve Rogers, who is retired or dead or whatever. So it's really just going to be Bucky versus Zeno one on one alone. And I think it's going to be very easy for Zeno to get inside Bucky's head, even without, Russian code words and all that stuff. Like, he's just going to say certain things that are going to trigger him. And no one's going to be there for Winter Soldier to, you know, rely on or kind of hold him back or bring him back to a full state of
Hmm.
consciousness instead of rage. So
Mm.
will Sam be able to step up to the plate like that, or I don't know. I guess we'll see.
We shall
Because
Pretty
see.
right
exciting.
now, Sam kind of acts like he doesn't care. He really doesn't.
It's
Hmm.
really-
He really doesn't at all.
you know,
He's
you
just
know,
kind
I
of like,
got
oh,
all.
okay, well, Captain America's friend keeps following me around. Great, whatever.
Yeah,
Mm,
who
wow.
knows?
Yeah.
One thing that I definitely like though is how both shows are, we're so used to seeing them, be mighty and strong, whooping a whole bunch of villains' asses from left to right. But we're seeing them grief. We're seeing them in the real world now.
Mm-hmm.
They're not, they haven't been part of something for a very long time. So now they're out on their own, doing what they used to before, but, dealing with what happened after 5 years of
Yeah.
people coming appearing.
Mm-hmm.
Showing that side is pretty good. It shows a different side of Marvel that you really haven't seen too much.
Yeah. To me,
Yeah.
it really kind of feels like it's coming in the middle between Agents of Shield and the AAA movies, and as far as
Hmm.
like what is covered in the story, where Agents of Shield was always a very centered and deals with the aftermath of the events of the Avengers, and now
Hmm.
we are still dealing with the aftermath, but still with the main characters. One thing that episode 1 and 2, and also parts of WandaVision were bringing into focus, I think, in the background of this universe, is now after the blip. Apparently, a major section of the government has been split off in order to allocate for those people who have come back for the blip. And, just whenever my wife and I were watching it, we're like, okay, so what happens if there's a blip, so you move into someone's house who was blipped out, like you get a really good deal. Obviously the housing market's going to crash, so now you get a really nice house and you finally living it up, and then 5 years later these people show up and say, oh, actually this is our house. uh, I just got blipped away for
Hmm.
5 years. It's like, well, how do you deal with that? Like, there must be millions of situations and billions, like, just across the world of just how does that work?
Dude, it's
Who
pretty
gets
crazy. It
priority?
really,
And
it
that
really, it really has you thinking. That's why I was glad, like we at least saw some part of it on WandaVision.
mm-hmm,
Ever, what's her Rambo? I think that's her name was. Whenever she came
right,
back from the hospital, and then
Monica.
everybody was just freaking out and want stuff. Yeah, seeing all of that was hectic. That was
Mm-hmm.
a hectic, good 2 minutes or so that whole thing lasted.
Yeah.
That whole scene. So showing that, and then it's it's crazy. I mean, we got some of it too from the beginning of Spider-Man: Far From Home. Whenever they were in high school and these people were coming back, then
Oh, that's
It's
right.
definitely
That's when they
hectic.
first named
Yeah,
it the Blip.
the
And
blip.
we were
Yeah,
like, that's what you're calling it?
yeah. They
I
could
got
have
the snap.
definitely
Just leave it
went
with the
something
snap.
else, right?
Yeah,
The
the
snap.
snap.
No, the blip.
I got blipped out.
Right.
Imagine you're just sitting on in your new home. You're eating pizza with the family, and then out of nowhere, somebody like just appears in the room. Like, what's going on here? He's like, oh, so what are you doing in my house? What are you doing in my house? It's like, oh
Like
man.
BoJack Horseman, what are you doing here?
Oh man.
No, I really couldn't. I don't know. I don't know what I would like. I would call the police immediately. So you
Yeah.
gotta go. I don't know. I don't know. This guy just appeared in my home. Yeah, he's got to go.
Congratulations, you have a roommate now. It's like,
Right.
No. Man, that might become a good sitcom though.
I think so.
So, I think that's pretty much everything that happened this week. But we have a lot that we're looking forward to next week. The first
No.
thing, which I thought was coming out this week because I always get my movie dates mixed up, is Godzilla versus Kong.
Yes. It's
First of
finally
all, I need to know if we are all undecided or among the three of us, or are we separate in our opinions. Godzilla's going to win, right? Godzilla?
So
Kong.
there's
Mecha
definitely going
Ghidorah.
to be a winner. There's definitely going to be a winner. They
Mhm.
even said that. There's going to be a winner
That's what they said.
between both of them for sure.
And they said they're going to fight twice.
They're
Which
gonna.
is,
I mean,
they
they're
do that
gonna
in
team
every
up.
movie, you know.
They're
Right.
gonna team up. Of course,
Mhm.
they're gonna team up and fight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we know who he's fighting with. We've known this since the end credits of King of Monsters. We know what was gonna happen. Now, I thought it was gonna be Ghidorah, but it wasn't. So I was like, okay, that's still fine with me. We're
Damn.
getting a kick-ass robot. Yeah, I'm about to take two
Yeah.
kaijus. That's gonna.
Well, y'all, man, you already know that we have to stay after the credits because I
Oh,
don't think this is going to be the last movie in the series. Just because still haven't said, but if we don't get Mecha Ghidorah this movie, then I'm definitely going to look forward to a Mecha Ghidorah, follow up. But right now, of course, I'm rooting for Godzilla. My prediction is going to be. It's gonna be they're gonna meet up in the ocean, obviously, right? And Godzilla's gonna destroy the ship, and we're gonna be like, Kong can't swim, he's a monkey. But then they're gonna trick us. Turns out Kong can swim, and then Kong gets a good lick on Godzilla. Godzilla retreats, right? Then later, Godzilla comes back, and he absolutely destroys Kong, and it's a pretty good fight. And then after Kong goes down and Godzilla's kind of winded, and he's like, "Oh man, oh I barely got out of that fight." And then Mecha Godzilla's gonna show up, and he's gonna be, he's gonna be like, "I got this shit, gotcha." Yeah. Then they're gonna
Right.
team up, and then they're gonna team up and beat Mecha Godzilla. Oh, also there's gonna be some human plot. It's not gonna be that great. But yeah, what do y'all think? Am I close?
I mean,
No.
what I
We'll
want
find
to
out.
know is, or what I at least want to see, is that little tomahawk King Kong has. It
Mhm.
looks exactly like one of Godzilla's scales.
It does.
So I'm thinking he probably went OG up on this lizard, and he just ripped one of his fins, and he's like, you know what? This makes a great weapon. And then just comes and shows it off, and then just whoops it.
Yeah.
And then
I
Godzilla
mean,
fucking gets the fucking sparks on his back and then lasers Kong's face clean in half. And then he just wins. That's exactly what's gonna happen at the end. It's gonna be like in credits, and then it's gonna be at the end scene, and then Godzilla's gonna just rise up, hit him with a tail whip, and then laser his face off, and then it's gonna be like the end,
Mhm.
and that's what we're gonna get. I want Kong to win, but Godzilla's probably gonna laser him to death.
I don't know. It's gonna be
We'll
a good
see.
fight. Be a good fight for sure.
Oh yes.
Mhm.
I can't wait. Been waiting on this movie for quite some time, and I was a big fan of Godzilla King of Monsters.
Yep.
I like the Kong Skull Island movie. Feel like a lot of people skipped that movie, didn't give it the credit it was due, but it was great.
It was good.
I thought it was a great movie. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was definitely more human story than Godzilla. Not Godzilla, I'm sorry, King Kong. Because I feel like it was more involved around them.
It was because you
than
follow the
him.
survivors.
Mm,
So
you follow them more than...
it was almost a retelling of the original Godzilla reboot, but to me, the Kong Skull Island human story wasn't as bad. I don't know. It seemed a little bit more entertaining. Like there were parts and tropes where it was kind of annoying or kind of easy to call what was going to happen. But I thought it was all right in comparison just to the first Godzilla reboot, and even King of Monsters, the human story was pretty god awful.
Yeah, it was okay. I mean, human interaction stuff and all that crap. I mean, you're like, I mean, sure, I guess I got to deal with it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But honestly, though, for a King Kong movie, even though like there was some like you follow the survivors more, I loved Skull Island. Bet till this day, my favorite will always be Peter Jackson. That one was great. You had a lot of these survivors went through a whole lot of stuff in that island. They went through a whole lot.
Oh, yeah.
And they died pretty gruesome. So that was honestly that's what I enjoyed on. And you get to see a whole different kind of side, whole different kind of monsters from here, which we did get on Skull Island, but it didn't give me that really creepy jungle vibe from something, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you go to Skull Island, you're like, okay, this is going to be pretty creepy. That's what I got from the old one.
Yeah.
Which
all
would have
those
been great
bugs
to see.
and caterpillars and creatures
Yeah.
and slimy things.
Dude, you got big spiders and whatnot. It was pretty creepy.
Yeah.
It was pretty creepy, but no, I'm excited.
The Skull Island was like more Danger Island. Everything is dangerous.
Yeah.
But the first one was more like it gives the impression that I can survive on this. I know I can't survive. No, I got like 10 feet out and then something got me.
Right.
The plant cut me in half.
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I want to see what is the story with this young girl that Kong has formed a bond with, and she's the only one that Kong will listen to. And in my head, I'm like, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Kong can't have his own opinions. He's just
he's just a mindless creature.
Oh, little girl wants me fight giant lizard.
Sure.
Oh, giant lizard shoot laser out of face. You sure? You sure, little girl?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
Do it. Kick his ass. Beat his ass, King Kong. Beat his ass. Please. Okay.
Round 1. Fight.
Don't laser me. No, please. I'm gonna hit you with the laser.
Hit you with the Omega beams. Dark side?
Right.
Oh, man.
Jeez.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I'm excited, though. Seeing that on the IMAX is going to be great.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be really great. I mean, King of Monsters on IMAX was pretty fun.
It was.
And that was...
I think we've seen all the Godzilla movies in IMAX. And none of them have let down. I really, in particular, the sound system that comes with them. I think I even like that. I prefer that one to some theaters have the Dolby sound system. But I've always thought the Dolby was like just a little too loud. That's just my opinion. Maybe I'm getting old or something. But I mean, it's just the bass is rumbling and your chair's rumbling. Like, it's a lot, man. Like, chill.
Yeah. You feel like you're at a 4D ride. Like, man, this is a whole lot.
Just taste me when something fun happens, bro. Just taste me. Just fucking...
it's fun like the first half hour, and after that, you're like, all right.
Hit me with the stun gun, please. It's like, oh, shit. It's like, This is a sad moment. Wake up. It's like, oh, shit. I couldn't. Oh, man. A little too much.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Maybe I'm getting old. Yeah, because I don't know if I can handle that anymore. Back when I used to see those
I don't
movies.
That'd
I
be
don't
too.
know.
I don't know. I mean, I like the bass in my face at concerts, but that's just a.
But in my back, shit, man, you know I got scoliosis. Oh,
That's
man.
why you don't turn around at raves.
Right.
Right.
Go ahead.
My back.
Ah. Oh, man.
Oh man. All right. Another thing that's coming out next week is actually coming out tomorrow. Within the 24 hours, will be the premiere of My Hero Academia season 5. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. I'm so hyped for the very first Member When episode. Y'all know that's what it's gonna be. You think we're gonna get in and start with some action or story? No. Hey, remember why you like this show? Remember what happened? Remember? You remember. Remember when? Remember when All Might did the thing and he gave the hair to Deku and Deku was crying?
Stay so. That's all it's gonna be. It's just gonna be that. It's gonna be that episode.
And it's gonna be something completely random, like a school track meet or something, some kind of bonding sesh.
You know, it's gonna be Deku on the top of a building. He's like, I'm the best hero in the world. But let me tell you how I got here. Remember this book that I had with the shit in it? You just start to read it. Oh,
that's
man.
all right, because after that they're gonna start the Class 1A versus 1B arc, and that's gonna be a really good. I think they should do at least like 6 episodes on it to tell it properly, because there's gonna be a lot of stuff that happens. And in the little tagline they've had for the season that says new powers will appear, something like that. So I really like, oh man, you're gonna see your heroes evolve their quirks. You're gonna see them used in ways you hadn't thought of before, and yeah, it's gonna be pretty wild. How about you? Are y'all excited for My Hero? Are you pretty big My Hero fans over here, or is it just me?
No, I'm excited. I can't wait. I can't wait.
I haven't watched.
What? We got to get you up there. What about the My Hero movies? All right. Yeah, we've got some homework for you. We've got some homework for you, definitely.
We'll catch you up. Yep. Give us 16 months, and you'll be caught up. At least.
Give me 5, Chief. I got it.
5. Oh shit. Massacre. Oh man. Yes.
Let's see.
Yeah, I need to catch up.
Nah, that's all right. It's all good. It's some fire stuff. I know you said you've been watching the older animes too, right?
Yeah, I actually started rewatching. I think it was on my time during lunch at work. I just started watching the Inuyasha movies.
Oh, nice.
I haven't seen those in forever, man. I love those movies. Those movies were actually really, really, really itself too. It's great. One of my favorites, to be honest, too.
I haven't seen the Inuyasha movies, but I'm making my way through the show right now. I think I'm season 3 or 4.
Okay, I think they still have them on Netflix, because I remember I saw all 4 of them in there. They should still be there. Those are great, man. Those are really fun. I remember my mom actually showed me those as a little kid. I was like, man, this is crazy. And I was like, all right, sure. You know, I'm like, these ain't the cartoons I see on TV.
Right?
No, it was wild, man. Yeah, I love those movies since I was a kid. Those are old, actually. Those are super old. I think they came out like early 2000.
Yep.
If I'm correct, but nevertheless, they're great. They're great movies.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see. In other news, we also have a brand new Suicide Squad trailer, the Suicide Squad remake, reshooting. I don't know. Is this going to be the new canon and they're going to pick up from here, or are we just
I
getting a new
think
rendition of the first movie? I'm still a little
I
bit
think
confused on the James
I
Gunn
think
Suicide
yeah,
Squad movie.
Hmm.
I think they said it's canon. I think because they didn't say it was a remake. I think it's a continuation or something. I don't know
Yeah,
because there's
because we still
different
have the same
Suicide Squad.
original Harley Quinn,
Yep.
Hmm.
but a completely new
And
Suicide Squad.
and I mean, Amanda Waller is still the same person.
That's right.
And if I think I need to see the trailer again, but the soldier that was in love with Enchantress from the first movie, I think I might be wrong, but he might be that guy with like the down hair that's all gelled up with the yellow shirt. He
Huh.
looks and talks exactly just like. I need to watch that trailer.
Yeah.
But if that's the case, then if it's not a remake, then I wondered if they just threw Enchantress off or what. Hopefully they didn't just waste her character like that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I
Seems
mean,
like they
and
may
then you
have.
got Sylvester Stallone as the shark,
Yeah.
as King Shark. That's crazy. I was laughing the whole time. It's Sylvester
Yeah, dude, that's
Stallone.
gonna be awesome. I really want
Yeah,
to see some shark violence. He
yeah,
just rips that dude in half. Like, whoa.
yeah,
Sharknado
You could
12.
yeah. He
tell
straight.
when it's a red band trailer. I was like, oh wow, this is gonna be something.
Yep. There you got John Cena too, man.
Like John Cena. I
John Cena is the peacekeeper, something like that. Peacemaker. I don't know. I forgot what his character.
The
But
dude
he's
with
having his own
the
show.
silver mask, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Man, I need to look up. I really don't. I feel like this cast of villains is one that I'm a little bit lighter on my knowledge. Like, I don't know a lot about most of them.
It's pretty
Maybe that's the
wild.
appeal here.
hmm,
Yeah, I mean, you have some of them, like Polka Dot Man. You have a
damn,
lot of characters
I've never heard of
that,
any of those.
yeah, and that's the crazy part because there's some of those people that you don't see too much. I think Polka Dot Man is a Flash villain. Same as Captain
Hmm.
Boomerang, he's a Flash villain too.
Yeah.
Um, it's pretty exciting because you get to see some little villains here and there from different characters that you don't know so much because they're not as popular. You get as like Harley Quinn or Deadshot stuff like that that are more popular. Because I mean, some of these, for example, I think like Captain Boomerang and Polka Dot Man, they're not like top tier like villains. They're like
Mm-hmm.
okay, kind of like you're getting there, like Captain Cold.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I think it'd be pretty great if they do make this canon, and then at least we'll see more on these characters and how they will fit into the DC universe later on.
Yeah.
So that'd be pretty exciting.
I want to see if they're gonna if Batman has anything to do with this, or will he get name dropped at all? Or are they going to try to link it with the fact that Harley Quinn passes in the Snyderverse at some point, and that
Hmm.
really affects the Joker? Or will this be maybe just the beginning of that story? I think
It could
that's
be.
really just the main question we have right now is like, will this be linked to what we all saw in the Snyder Cut, or are they just creating their own story here? You
Hmm.
know, one of
Because they
the
didn't.
sorry.
No, no, no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say one of the other additions that they have coming to DC, as you mentioned before, Da Vinci, was the Black Adam, and the Black Adam universe creation. And what is that going to introduce? I know we have Doctor Fate, and there are a few other characters. Do you know the other ones that may have been introduced there?
You have Hawkman.
Hawkman, I did see that.
You
I'm
have
really excited to
Hawkman.
see Hawkman.
Yes, you have Hawkman. I think it was Red. Oh my God, I don't want to say Red Tornado because that's probably not it. Cyclone or something like that.
Hmm.
It's something like that. But you have a whole great cast. You have a whole great people. Because then with the characters, I think with the characters they said there's another kind of like a justice group that's Doctor Faith and other groups of people. But
That'd be
it's
interesting. I really want to see that.
yeah, yes, that's that's when I'm super excited. I think that comes out next year, don't it?
Yeah, yeah, it's the 2022 release. So, man, we've got a pretty steady lineup of comic book material coming to us, man.
A bunch,
I'm excited
a
for it.
bunch.
I'm excited
Marvel
for
for
it.
next year too.
I still need to catch up because I only know like maybe like 30% of the heroes that were named. Like once you said Hawkman, I was like, that one, I know him. I was like, hell yeah. But yeah, I still need to see the new Suicide Squad trailer as well. So
It's fun.
I need to see. I must understand.
Yeah.
Dude, it gave me Guardians of the Galaxy, even though it's from like the same director. This has straight up Guardians.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
There's great chemistry with a lot of.
Yeah. I want to see more of Idris Elba as Deadshot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that should be fun.
Who
That
did I
should
say?
be fun.
Deadshot? Deathstroke. Wow. I
No,
definitely did mess it up. Deathstroke.
it's Deadshot, right? No, yeah, it's Deadshot. Deathstroke. Sorry, was in Justice. It is Deadshot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
you're
did
right.
it.
You're
You
right.
got it
Yeah,
right.
you were right. You were right. You
You
said
got it right.
Deadshot.
You did it. Hell yeah.
Drop some like confetti and balloons and stuff.
Congratulations. You
Yeah.
won.
We did it. But yeah. A lot coming our way. Anything that I missed? Gentlemen? Mr. Corn?
That's it, man.
Anything you got coming up that you're excited for?
It's pretty much game related.
Ooh, what you got? What you got? What's coming? What's coming down the game pipeline?
Game pipeline. Well, as you know, I'm a League player.
Mm-hmm.
New character got announced for League, so I'm pretty excited about that. What else? There's something else. Oh, there's another King of Fighters game coming out, and then I was excited about a new Guilty Gear because I'm into fighting games. You know what I mean? Like be tearing fighting games up. Street Fighter V got way better. This new update that came out, like they put Dan in the game and he's amazing. They're putting a Rival Schools character in the game, and Rival Schools was on like the first PlayStation, and they're putting her in Street Fighter. So that gives me hopes that maybe Capcom will finally listen to me and revamp Rival Schools, because the last one that I played was on the Sega Dreamcast, like the newest one. So it's like that'd be pretty cool. So I'm like, oh man, I'm excited. This new character looks fucking ridiculous on League. I'm learning new characters in Street Fighter V that I would never thought I would learn because the new update is cool. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been on. Street Fighter and League of Legends. Play it. It's free. Don't play it. It's free. I have a love-hate relationship with that game. I've been playing since 2010. It's old.
Yeah. A little cult following there. That's all right. It looks fun.
It's fun with friends. There's some there's game modes where it's like you don't have to worry about like the strategy aspect of it. You just run down a single lane and just spam abilities at each other. And
Yeah.
having game modes like that, I like playing that game mode, like to unwind. It's like I want to play a quick 15-minute game. It's like an Overwatch game. Like you
Mm-hmm.
jump in an Overwatch game, you play for like if the game is good and you dominate them, it'll last 8 minutes. It's like
Nice.
stuff like that. It's not bad.
I
It is
saw
a
a
learning.
new PlayStation game that kind of gave me that vibe, but it was kind of weird. It was called Auto Chess. Have either of y'all heard of it?
Auto chess, like Dota auto chess.
Yeah, but
Oh
it's just auto chess, like an
yeah,
actual chessboard, and like you put your characters on the board, and it's kind of like chess, but they fight each other and they have powers and stuff. It
yeah,
was crazy.
yeah.
That
That's
sounds
pretty much
fun.
what League is. But you can control those powers. And
Yeah,
you just fight another person. But yeah, and that game genre is like becoming more popular. Like once auto chess came out, League made their own called Teamfight Tactics, and now Hearthstone has one called Battlegrounds. It's like so many games are adopting this auto strategy like battle
yeah.
royale type mode. Like it's crazy. It's such like a weird genre that like has
Do
just
you
popped up.
like watching strategy but not necessarily making decisions?
Yeah,
We have the game for you. Your
you
time
want to
has
know what
come.
strategic randomization is? Do you like strategic like random number generators? Well, boy, have we got a game mode for you. It's like knight takes pawn 4. Nope, knight gets obliterated by a meteorite. It's like, oh shit.
You didn't see that coming, man?
Wow, RNG better. What's wrong with you?
All right, but I think that's all we have for episode 2. Thank y'all so much for coming through again, and we will see y'all next week for an in-depth, thorough discussion of Godzilla versus Kong versus Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla versus
Laser
Aang
beam.
versus All Might
Yes.
versus